Glenn, thanks for joining me.
You're welcome.
Having a little catch up about the season so far. So we've just come off of 2 cup games, a win at Hythe and a loss at the weekend in the trophy. What can we take from those games?
I think it's really hard. We just spoke in the changing room then. We spoke Saturday night. It's a little bit hollow, keep saying, oh, we're not going to be in them competitions in May, so they're great learning opportunities. It's true, they are, and it's good for us. There's, no real harm done in league position. I can only assume that's what Gav's going to be saying at Portchester. A similar thing with, it's a cup game, so it doesn't matter if you lose. But actually, I think there's some real learning opportunities. We're learning quick. We need to learn quick, but we've got a little bit more to do. We're getting really punished for the mistakes we're making, and then we're not punishing others for the opportunities that we're creating. I think there's a real difference at the minute. We're gifting 1 or 2 chances. We're also creating chances, but not taking them. And again, Neil just said a really good point. Without being too disrespectful, the golf is a little bit bigger than I expected. So some of the teams, this isn't their hobby. They're absolutely playing well. Look at Hayes the weekend. I mean, fantastic setup. They've come down their budget. I can't remember if it was Hayden or someone sent me. They had a player in midfield that Wolfsburg bought for $1.5 million 3 years ago. So, we got Kano. So we are where we are, but we weren't outclassed. I felt that first half, if Lamin Jaffa takes his opportunity here, we've done really well. I thought we were probably the better side. I think they, by their own admission, felt that they had to change the way they played. They wanted to probably target Jaffa to see if they could get him sent off. They didn't think that we could press all game. We actually think we probably can now. I thought our fitness has been okay. So they're really opportunities. But so I said in the programme notes, is in the Burnley documentary, that if you look at them and in comparison to us, they won the league as a Formula 2 car. They were the best car that there was in the championship for us in the Wessex Prem. But when they've stepped up, if they take that car analogy into Formula 1, they're 11 seconds behind the slowest car. We're just finding that maybe we're in that position, so that's when you really need to leverage the basics of football, not give too many mistakes up, take your opportunities when you get them. And again, I think it was really easy. And you're talking about Wednesday, I didn't think we were ever in danger, really. Thought Wednesday it felt comfortable again. It felt like we were back in the comfort zone. It's like when we had the friendly here against US. 9-0, arguably could have been 15. But we were able to gift silly things and not get really punished. And that's the difference, I think.
Yep. So that difference, as you say, we're playing Farnham this weekend.
Yeah.
Like us, have just come up from step 5. A whole different kettle of fish in some degree. Definitely trying to be a level above almost step 4 already. What's the biggest challenge you can see that presenting us this weekend? Again,
just dealing with the expectation. They'll have their own expectations. I think you can see from what they've set their stall out. Again, we can only talk about the teams we met, but I think Hayes was saying that, if they're setting their standard there, they didn't want to recruit anywhere from a level other than step 3 or above. Farnham have pretty much done that from what I've been able to see and look at their YouTube channel, look at all the stuff around them, the periphery around them. It's a well-oiled machine.
Yep.
So you're kind of looking and going, our start's we've been a bit unfortunate. You've got Kingstonian, you've got Hayes twice, you've got Farnham, you've Met Police, but I could keep going through the list like that, and I'm in January, February, and before you go, where are the easy games? And there aren't any.
Yep.
So it'll be another challenge. They'll have their thought process. We've got ours. We're prepping. I suppose the beauty of the YouTube channel is it's allowed us to have a little look. They must be used to that. It's not like we're going to be the first team that's ever watched and done those sorts of things. So, yeah, it'll be a challenge, but I'm expecting every week to be a challenge.
Yeah. Any particular away days this season that you had in mind? You were thinking, oh,
Yeah,
what's going there?
I was really looking forward to Guernsey. But then we're away from my wife's 50th or 52nd, actually. It was supposed to be for her. So we're in South Africa. So the two games I was really looking forward to were the first game of the season at the new ground, missing through my daughter's graduation, and then Guernsey, the only other fixture I was really looking forward to, and I'm missing that one. So, but other than that, again, we were really lucky. That get a little bit conceited. I was almost putting demands on the club after where I was last year. We need to throw a double six and not go in the Eastern or Western League. We didn't. And the reason I said that is, whilst there are some journeys you might not like, there's not a horrific one. So I think the furthest one is two and a bit hours. North London, that's fine. But we're not going deepest, darkest Cornwall. We're not going to, the Wash on a Tuesday night. So those sorts of things. There's nothing. But and then it is just a case of looking at them and going, do you know what? Those fixtures for this lot, it's what they should aspire to.
Yep.
We didn't work last year just so we could have a good night out in Chichester after winning the league. We worked all hard all season, prepped well for every game to get our results so that they could test themselves at the next level of football. And if they're not up for that challenge, then they're probably at the wrong club. And that probably stands for all of us, to be honest.
Yeah, brilliant. Glenn, thanks for your time.
Thank you, mate. Take care.